here, it'll bounce less. I'm here for you.
At the center, artist Amanda Browder encourages 5 volunteer seamstresses hard at work on some well-used sewing machines.
Some people are like, I need something new. And I'm like, I'll do whatever you want.
Since last summer and fall, hundreds of volunteers have arrived with brightly colored fabrics to sew into a large swath to help cover an area of the Sioux City Arts Center.
So is this usually how many people you have at these things?
Yeah. Today we've got a good crew of people. Usually it's like anywhere from 5 to 20 people show up, and every session is different, and we stitch, we pin, and we're putting the piece together.
And most of those that show up to sew come with fabric and a story.
We had one story of a woman bringing in, she brought in her grandmother's fabric that her grandmother had made her costume as a kid. And she donated it at one point, and then she came to the sewing day later, and all of a sudden it just popped up. And she was like, oh my gosh, my fabric. And then she shared a picture of herself wearing that fabric 20 years ago, that her grandmother had made the dress with that fabric, and it was the offcut. So those stories are pretty common. It's really sweet.
Amanda Browder has done previous fabric installations that are meant to cover large areas of buildings, so it's fairly easy for her to estimate how much fabric she will need and how much progress she has made.
So I measured how many feet, if you took all the strips that we're building and kind of using the table to build these, and it's about 4,000 feet of fabric. So if you did tip to tail, every single piece. So that's how much we're sewing for this project.
Wow.
It's a lot of fabric.
So how long do you think it'll take to get there?
Oh, we're on track by far. Like, we always need more fabric. So even though we keep, we're almost towards the end of this month, we always need more textiles for donations. So please feel free to bring fabric, cotton, saturated colors. We need reds, blues, purples. Bring them on in, and we'll put it in the piece.
At this event in Sioux City, some of the sewers are experienced seamstresses like Norma Peterson. She wanted to be part of the community-wide project that will be seen on the Sioux City Arts Center.
I mean, this is going to be up for the whole community to see, and to be a part of that is good. I can look at that and say, hey, I helped with that. Look up there and say, that's my fabric. So, and it's just a community thing that I wanted to get involved with.
Norma is working on a long swath of fabric made of many different hues and patterns of purple.
You've got like a purple kind of thing going on here.
My favorite color, too. I want to take the fabric home is what I want to do, but you can see all the different colors.
Lynn Dockstad also came to volunteer for the sewing day at the Siouxland Center for Active Generations. Dockstad has also been handy with a needle and thread, but that was mostly when she was young.
I hadn't sewn in 20 years until I started sewing on this. But yeah, I used to sew in my younger years. I used to sew all my clothes, prom dresses, the whole thing. So.
What made you want to take part in this project?
I'm a member of the Sioux City Arts Center, and I found out about it last year at Art Splash, and I was volunteering down at the Arts Center during Art Splash, and Amanda was down there working on this project, so that's what got me interested.
Lynn says she has donated some fabric for the Razzle Dazzle project, and some of it is quite unusual.
That's now being put to good use. I even had some material that was an Elvis postage stamp pattern, and that's been donated, and Amanda said that was worked on yesterday.
Oh, wow.
So
that sounds cool.
I'm anxious to see it on the Arts Center.
Amanda returns to do more work on the project. The next sewing day is Thursday, March 28th at the Gilchrist Learning Center from 4:30 to 7 p.m. All the fabric gathered and sewn will be suspended from the Art Center and Learning Center buildings shortly before Art Splash. Art Splash is on Labor Day every year. For more information, you can go to SiouxCityArtCenter.org. For Siouxland Public Media News, I'm Mary Hartnett.
I'm here for just this month, and I'll teach you how to use a machine.